Alright, in this video, what I'll do from time to time, if you're first getting into KLWP, watch this first. If you have been using KLWP, you may still want to watch this. Quick video. For those first getting into KLWP, watch this, then watch the beginner series. But some commonly asked questions that I get are things that I haven't addressed. How do I show my phone on my screen? I have a Samsung Galaxy Note 4 and I use Samsung Side Sync. You have to download the app onto your computer and then you have to download the app onto your phone, and it will allow you to control or mirror your phone to your PC. And once you do that, you can actually control your device. Here I'm just using a stylus, or you can use your mouse to control it as well. So that's how I show my phone on my computer. Other frequently asked questions that I haven't addressed: export, export, export. In KLWP, when you save a preset, when you press that button there, that applies it to your home screen. Whereas if you want to load another preset, which I have talked about over here, when you load a preset, if you forget to export the one that you're currently on, you have to actually export the preset. That will save a file onto your phone, which allows you to reload that file later. So there's a big difference between saving, that applies it to the home screen. Exporting will save the file onto your device, which lets you load that preset later, and then you can just go ahead and go on with it. So export, export, export. Another thing to talk about too is loading and unlocking components. Many people have said, hey, I can load a component. We go to plus, we go to component, and suppose I just load something. Let's see, what's a component? Let's do base pack. This is what's included with KLWP. So suppose I load this component that's included with KLWP. I got it loaded. Well, for one thing, it's not showing right now, and the reason why, because I have a clip set. But don't worry about those crazy words if you're first getting into KLWP. Now we see the little battery thing up here. It's not the best looking thing but with what I have going on here, but that's not what I want to talk about. If I tap on that component, sometimes you may not be able to go into the items. Notice it's got settings. Well, we have to unlock it. This little unlock thing will add, granted you have the ability to unlock it. Some components you cannot unlock because the person who created it set it to be locked all the time. But by you unlocking it, now we can go in here and actually change the items that make up this component. If we lock it, that'll take us back to the settings where we cannot go in there and physically change these items. Like we can't change the font unless there was a global variable for the font, which there is right there. But unlocking and locking components. So that's something else to hit on. Again, if you're first getting into KLWP, watch my beginner series where I do cover components some more. And then something else too. I've been getting some comments every once in a while on old videos. So if I go to my YouTube channel, I go down to the playlist for KLWP. And if you start seeing this in the title, let me find one real quick. Right here, KLWP tutorial old video. If you see old video in caps lock, that means you probably can do it, or you can do it a different way versus the way I did it in this video here. This video right here.
This video,
my bad.
I want to show you just a few things.
This video right here was posted June 25th of 2015. So as of this date, this video is like a little over a year old. The reason why this is an old video is because this is toggling Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. And when I made this video over a year ago, you could not toggle Bluetooth and Wi-Fi directly in KLWP. Since then, since June 25th of last year, or June 25th of 2015, you can toggle Bluetooth and Wi-Fi directly in KLWP. So if you see that, that means yes, this video is old. I'm not going to delete it because some of you may be trying to get into Tasker as well, and I still think the stuff that I cover in Tasker is still worth keeping the video up here available to you. But again, I did get some comments. Some folks were saying, hey, you're doing this the long way. You don't need to do all this crazy stuff. Well, that's probably because at the time that was the only way we could do it. Same thing goes, I think, with this very next video in the playlist. Let me pause this before it starts blabbering on. Yeah, KLWP old video, Tasker and KLWP part 2, notifications. When I made this video on July 10th, almost a year ago, because today's July 11th, or July 8th, 2016, back this time last year, we could not do notifications in KLWP. But KLWP has been updated since then, so this is an old video. But again, it still helps you get used to Tasker as well. So look for that. If you see that, there's probably a new way or better way of doing things, and I may have a tutorial that talks about that. For example, if you go through my playlist in KLWP a little bit more, I do cover notifications in KLWP, which is much more recent versus this July 10th of last year. But there you have it, quick FAQ, frequently asked questions, and some updates that I'll be doing from time to time. And that is it for this video. Hope it helped.